It was a dark time for the mountain engines. Thanks to Gaudred's accident, the railway was temporarily closed, and the engines found themselves taking turns helping the workmen make sure the line was safe, and when it came time to reopen the line, a pair of runaway buffers were installed at Devil's Back Station, with a large pile of soil behind them.
"They're an eyesore,"
said Wilfred one night.
"What do you mean?"
asked Culdee.
"You'd think they'd put something nicer with those buffers instead of a lump of dirt."
Ernest rolled his eyes.
"It's there as a failsafe, so a runaway doesn't continue down the mountain." "Indeed,"
added Shane Dooiney.
"We need to show our passengers we can care about their safety." "I'm not saying we shouldn't be safe,"
protested Wilfred.
"I'm just saying they could have chosen something like straw bales. That way the passengers don't have to see that mess." "I highly doubt a few straw bales could stop a runaway, especially downhill,"
sighed Ernest.
"What's gotten you bent out of character, Wilfred?"
asked Culdee.
"We normally expected this behavior from Gaudred." "Because that arrogant brother of ours tarnished the railway's name, and it's going to be a long time before the passengers will really start coming back."
"Can't argue with that," said Shane. Ernest and Culdee also agreed. The next few days was like Wilfred predicted. While passengers did come back, it wasn't the usual rush. The sky had also darkened during this time, and one afternoon the impending storm was predicted to hit soon. The passenger train stopped at Devil's Back, but Wilfred had to bring supplies down from the summit.
"Good luck,"
said Ernest as Wilfred passed through the station heading up Devil's Back.
"Thank you."
The wind had picked up when Wilfred had arrived at the summit. He wasn't looking forward to the trip back down. Originally, Culdee would have helped as there were several supplies, so much so, more wagons were needed along with Faith the maintenance truck, but Culdee needed light repairs.
"Don't worry,"
said his driver.
"The men won't be too long now." "It's not the storm I'm worried about,"
said Wilfred to himself. At last, the trucks were loaded, and Wilfred set off back down the mountain. He could feel the weight of the trucks getting heavier and heavier.
"We're almost at the station, then we can rest,"
said the driver. Wilfred rounded the last curve and was approaching Devil's Back Station when the weight of the trucks began bearing down on Wilfred's buffer as he picked up speed. The driver tried applying the brakes, but nothing happened. Wilfred tried his automatic brakes, but even they wouldn't work.
"Oh no, I can't stop!"
Down at the station master could see Wilfred wasn't slowing down, and he quickly switched the points for the runaway siding. Wilfred came rushing into the station, onto the passing loop, into the runaway siding, crashed through the buffers, and came to a quick stop. Wilfred sat dazed in the dirt pile.
"Are you guys all right?"
asked the station master who came running up.
"We're all right,"
said the driver.
"Although Wilfred looks like he's seen better days."
Wilfred finally came too.
What happened?" "Your brakes failed, and thanks to the runaway siding, you're still in one piece,"
said the fireman.
"I guess so,"
chuckled Wilfred.
"Not bad for an eyesore,"
said a voice.
"Oh no."
Shane Dooiney and his coach, Anne-Marie, arrived at the station with passengers.
"I see you decided to give them a test,"
laughed Shane. Wilfred scowled.
"Oh, knock it off, Dooiney. How would you feel if your brakes failed?" "I'd call what happened to you karma more than bad luck,"
he replied.
"I guess I did ask for it." "True. Now come on, let's get you back on the rails."
Shane backed down on Wilfred's train and pulled the long line back into the passing loop.
"Thank you, Dooiney. Anytime."
He soon left back down with his passengers as the workmen began cleaning Wilfred's wheels. Culdee soon arrived following his repairs and got Wilfred and his train down the mountain right before the storm hit. The buffers were soon replaced, and Wilfred now had great respect for the siding. While it fortunately was never used again, Wilfred was happy the siding was there, just in case karma got him again.